Mark has moved to the forward mast. You can just see the light on. You can't see a great deal more than that. But up there we have our Christmas lights already set up.
It's Christmas Eve. Matt and Mark know they should already have arrived in Barbados, but they're still mid-Atlantic and missing their families.
Just shake my hands. Just state my hands at this point in time. At the moment, I'm just beginning to get fingers locking up now. It's been around for so long, or just bad weather on one side. My hands are beginning to lock up. I'm very stiff. It's been tiresome. But getting back to the main issue, it's Christmas. Well, be my son's first one we really know about. It's just 2 and a half. So, Sophie's first Christmas. We won't be there. Stop feeling sorry for myself and just get on with it.
It's hard for Mark, and I don't envy him at all, and I think the bloke's a star anyway, but he's just been phenomenal over this. I dread to think how I would be, but it's the nature of the game. But neither of us expected to be here at this stage, and obviously Mark spoke with his parents and David and May, so yeah, it's Christmas. But New Year's won't be so bad, but Christmas, I was never a big fan of Christmas, but now I understand what it's all about. I really do. And I look forward to making up for it in future years. Still, I've got to sort my arse out, because it's in rag, and itching and falling apart. Until the next time I speak to you, bon voyage, Godspeed, Lal, and Merry Christmas.
Being at sea for over 2 months can play tricks on the mind. Fatigue is running riot with their imaginations.
So we had a confession to each other, saying that at some point that night or the previous couple of nights, we actually thought there'd been a third person on the boat.
Did we? I don't remember
say
this
anything to anyone else because we've been going absolutely mad. But apparently, Matt and I have both had the experience of talking to someone in that cabin and thinking there's a third person on there.
There is a third person on this boat, you just haven't seen him yet.
He hasn't done a bloody stag on the oars, I'll tell you that.
But he's there, mate. I know he's there somewhere. Have you heard voices as well? Because as I said, I hear voices.
Middle of the night, someone's talking to me, and it's certainly not you, and it's certainly not me if I'm in there, because I'll be gonking. So it's absolutely surreal.
I hear voices outside, the winds, the water. I don't know, it's just there's voices here. There are other people. We are not alone.
They're going, what are you doing? You're mad. Give it up.
By now, the men had hoped the weather would at last be kind, but the ocean has other ideas.
And we are about in the middle of the ocean. Home in on the GPS, doesn't like you can see it. Currently, the weather is pushing us at 340-degree track. We want to go 362. So essentially, what does that mean to you at home? It means that we are being forced that way. All right? We want to go that way. And this is what's doing. You know, you probably hear the winds. We've got probably a good 6, 8, at times 10-foot swell. Wind's making it a bit of chop, so it's got a breaking cap on the top, as you can see there, and it is forcing us in the wrong direction.
The racers do have an escape route. A support vessel visits them occasionally, but to finish the race, they must not accept any kind of help, however tempting.
It's just grim. Saw the challenge shots there, they came past to see us. Could quite happily get on it, that I asked. Asked if any space, and Lynn thought I was joking and just laughed it all off. But quite happily get on that boat, make no bones about it, and come back and do this again properly. Now, been playing at this game. It doesn't take this long to do. It does not take this long to do at all. Just a bloody game this at the end of the day. Still. Don't think Sharon would let me then. So find something to do it with as well. But who knows? Who knows? Never say never. Never say never. But yeah, days to do. Weather's pretty pants. Water maker's pretty pants. Food's pretty pants. Bit of chewing gum in my mouth, that's really irritating people. Nice beers, and I'm looking forward to seeing my parents and people.
week tomorrow.
As time goes on, the meagre rations which have sustained the crew are running out.
We're on half rations at the moment, so it's even better. So we have half a pack of custard, and then you mix that with half a pack of apple flakes, and then to that you then add some milk chocolate drink with marshmallows. And a good resistance then is you then add 3 cookie biscuits, all mixed up in your pot, add hot water, and it makes a concoction which A, tastes good, but more importantly gives you a considerable amount of calories. I can imagine now people at home thinking, what a mixture for breakfast, but I can assure you out here it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Right, this is Marcus, come as your favourite TV character for video, and it's Gollum. He's looking for the ring. He's not going to find it anywhere here. But this is Mark. He's had a bit of a hard time because he's been wet and cold, and as you can see, as I just pan out, look at it. Absolutely glorious. Mark gets a bit of rain for 5 minutes, wakes me up from my stag early because he hasn't worked out the timings. But look at it, it's Gollum. And what's Mark eating?
Custard.
To get into Barbados, the team will need to row together to combat the strong currents. But there's yet another setback.
Now this is just typical our luck. We've now got 160 miles to go, and the rowing seat is now bust. I think it just sums up what we've had to go through. It's just miserable, really.
After 78 days at sea, twice as long as they expected, they finally see land.
Monday the 5th of January, and as I pan around Mark, there you go, land. That is Barbados. We have been promised Barbados, the Caribbean, crystal calm waters, and we are battling against a wind that's giving us not a lot of assistance.
The harsh reality is that the ocean has one final miserable card to deal the rowers. A gale is blowing offshore. It's impossible to row against. The decision is a painful one. Get blown back to sea with no food and starve, or accept a tow for the last mile.
As you can see, if you look behind me, there's a yacht. The yacht is towing us in because we couldn't row it in. Blowing a 30-knot wind offshore, and we've been sent all over the place. And neither of us particularly happy about it, but big boys at the end of the day, we had to make a call. The call is, we weren't going to do it. How long do you keep battling on?
They've gone far enough to officially cross the Atlantic unaided. But after 3,000 nautical miles, they've failed to finish the race by around 2,000 metres. It's all too much to bear.
I've got to knock it on the head.
87
All right,
days.
mate. Okay, it's where it goes.
Days.
Cheers, mate.
1 or 2.
Cheers, pal. Take care, mate. Bye.
The memories of the Atlantic race will not be pleasant ones for Matt and Mark. They've had appalling luck with the weather, but have still achieved a huge goal.
You did not deserve me, my brothers and I.
12 hours ago we were celebrating crossing the Atlantic unsupported, which not many people have done. But then, a mile out to sea, trying to row into port, the wind hit us 35 knots, and we just struggled. But now we're here. We've just got to be happy for the achievement. What we've done, rowed Atlantic.
Given the experiences of the rowers' trip of endurance, it's no great surprise that fewer people have rowed the Atlantic than have been to space.
But we live in different worlds.